Hey guys, so today it's been quite a good day. I've got a decent live stream done. Ended up not being able to do the live coding that I was wanting to do because, well, it doesn't work as well on the Mac as it does on the PC, the program that I'm using. I'm not sure why. I don't know whether I can change it, but I do have a PC in here, and I'm not sure you guys can see it from there. It's just here. Small, but it works really well for what I'm doing, and it fits perfectly in that space. The only problem with it is it got damaged because of those Windows updates that broke certain hard drives that had SD components. It had one of them. The update's installed, and I haven't been able to use the computer since. So I've got to fix that. I'm not sure when I'm going to have the time to do it, but I'm going to have to make the time. But that's not what I'm on about today for this video. Today I want to talk to you about something I found in a charity shop. I do have a tendency to look in the charity shops, and I picked these up even though they're from a game that I don't play. It's Skylanders. I picked them up because look at these guys. So this is a Skylanders Giant from what I can tell. I'm looking on the bottom. Does it say? It does not say who they are. That's a major issue with this type of game. A lot of them don't tell you who these guys are. You plug them into the game and it'll tell you. And also, his arm is a little bit loose. But I had to pick them up because otherwise they'll just get junked. And I don't like the idea of that. Because look at the size of that guy. There's a lot of art in that. That's an art piece. I love them. They're decorative and they give me inspiration for D&D campaigns for when I bring my role-playing back on the live streams. And also you can use them in other games like Warhammer or something. There's some real interesting designs. This one's a bee guy. Looks a little bit like the type of thing you'd find in Masters of the Universe. I would have loved a Masters to the Universe Toys to Life game. Like Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions, Skylanders, that kind of thing. Do his wings move? No. They feel like they should, but they don't. So, here's another one. Look at the quality of that. That is art. Even if you don't play the game, the ornamental value of these guys is immense. And I've got all kinds of ideas of what I'm going to do with these guys. They're going to be placed around. They're going to probably turn up in a short film at some point. They're things like that. I just like the idea of them. They're trinkets. They're fun things. This guy's a giant eyeball in armor. How could I not buy a giant eyeball in armor? That is cool. That's his name now. That's his noise. That's what he makes. I'll call him Blinky or something. Huge dude with a giant hammer. How could I not want to play with this in Warhammer? These guys are amazing. The value I'm getting out of the ideas that are coming from this is nothing short of well worth the value of what I paid for them. So it wasn't a huge amount. These things, they're generally not all that well regarded in charity shops. I see them as like toys, trinkets, that kind of bump. Here's a... This guy's brilliant. I've already got some ideas for what I could do with some kind of Hawkman with a ray gun. There's all kinds of ideas you could have for that. So, last two, maybe three. I have no idea what this guy is. He's got two white eyeballs, one ball instead of a mouth. He looks like he's wearing the same sort of helmet as Marvin the Martian, and he's got a giant sword. How could you not like this guy? The amount of ideas I'm getting for these. I mean, of course, I can't use the actual characters. This one is my favourite. Look at that. A goofy dude with a catapult. He's got a giant eye, his tongue sticking out. He's going as he fires a catapult. That's great. And the final one. Goth Dragon. How could you not like Goth Dragon? Of course, you can't use the actual characters because they're copyrighted, but the ideas and the inspiration that's coming from them, oh, I can use that, no problem at all. So, yeah, absolutely well worth it. They're decorative, they're fun. If I ever bother to try Skylanders, I've got a few characters to try in it, but mainly it's the ideas and the inspiration that's coming from it. And sometimes you can find inspiration anywhere. Here's a duck who's also Captain Kirk. Can you imagine the quality of stories you can get from a space duck? It's stuff like that. That's where you start, and then you move on. Wherever you get your inspiration from, I don't care where it's from, make it your own, make it something that says something about you and your values, and always be on the lookout for fun things. Always embrace the fun, that's what I say. Guys, that's my inspiration. Weird, goofy looking things like a shark who's using an anchor as some kind of flail. That is cool. He's actually quite rough and spiky to hold. I love it. It's great. Find inspiration where you can. Find joy where you can. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Without you guys, I really couldn't continue making all of these shows. And if you would like to join our fantastic Patreon heroes here, go over to patreon.com/Zoe Kirk-Robinson. It really does help us out. Thank you so much, guys.